Strengthen the conviction, move towards recovery. The sharing of the path to recovery by a COVID-19 infected person. November 20th, 2021, at about 3 a.m., I woke up from my sleep and felt severe headache. I immediately untui my head, Yuan Dien, using self-untui tools. One for my head with warm pad and one for my back with an electric blanket. About half an hour later, I felt my condition has improved. However, I stayed awake the whole night. Next morning, I felt the areas around my eyes started aching, apart from headache. I started to have fever. I suspected that I might have been infected with coronavirus. For safety, I did a test using COVID-19 self-test kit. The result shown positive. After that, I went for a laboratory test. It was confirmed that I was infected with coronavirus. During the night, the unbearable severe headache recurred. My husband untui my head, neck and upper back, Yuan Dien. After untui, my headache reduced by 50%. I started to smear ginger paste on my neck, shoulder and upper back and applied nasal spray with ginger powder. I won food continuously. In the wee hours at around 3 a.m., my severe headache recurred and my stamina was weak. I had a sleepless night. I untui my head, neck and upper back, Yuan Dien. My headache reduced each time after untui. I told one of the Yuan Dien volunteers, Brother Lee, about my condition. He reminded me to implement the Yuan Dien methods positively during the quarantine period to resolve Tishang, improve heat energy deficiency, enhance the immunity and self-healing power to enable a speedy recovery. Brother Lee emphasized that I need to untui, replenish internal and external heat energy, take a sun bath, and exercise approximately daily and don't take the matter lightly. With Brother Lee's advice, I took sunbaths every day. During the early stage of the quarantine period, I could only take a sunbath by leaning against the window. Few days after quarantining in the room, I started to walk out of the room and took sunbaths in the yard. During the quarantine period, I continuously consumed ginger soup to replenish internal heat energy. I boiled ginger soup using 25 grams of the dried ginger slices. I even bathed using ginger water. I won for my head and back almost 24 hours. I slept on an electric blanket every night to one full until dawn. At the same time, I emphasized on warming and hot diet. I ate food of warming and hot nature daily. I would also add seasoning and spices of warming and hot nature such as pepper powder, curry powder, chilies and so on. This is because from the theory of Yuan Dien, I understand that when one is sick, the body will need more heat energy to drive the functioning of the organs and tissues in order to achieve self-healing. As such, I replenished heat energy extensively. Apart from replenishment of heat energy, I insisted on appropriate exercise daily. I shifted my exercise machine to my room for exercise purposes. I did push-up, swing hands and other exercises every day. When I felt that my stamina has improved, I started to increase the amount of exercise and having outdoor jogging. 3 days after implementing the Yuan Dien methods, I was able to sleep soundly. My headache and cough have completely improved. However, I discovered that I had lost my sense of smell on this day. I could not even smell the perfume. In spite of this, I did not worry much about the loss of sense of smell as my stamina has improved gradually and other symptoms have improved by almost 60%. I persistently untui few times daily, replenishing heat energy sufficiently, implementing nasal spray using ginger powder, sunbathing, exercising appropriately, and maintaining a proper state of mind every day. Until the 6th day, I began to smell some slight perfume scents. I felt that my sense of smell has begun to recover. Until the 8th day, my sense of smell has completely recovered. At the same time, I discovered that even the pain and stiffness of my 10 fingers that have plagued me for several years have also been improved. I was extremely excited. I think this is because during the quarantine period, I replenished heat energy extensively, approximately 24 hours of one full hot compress and consuming foods and drinks of warming and hot nature. Rest sufficiently, maintain a relaxing mood, insist on sunbathing and appropriate exercises every day. Therefore, the problem of pain and stiffness of the 10 fingers have also been improved through the body's self-healing power. As the saying goes, many things grow in the garden that were never sown there. Also, my husband and I were vaccinated. We still contracted with coronavirus. Being a volunteer of Yen Dien, I was not particularly fearful when I was tested positive for COVID-19. I was constantly learning Yen Dien theory and concepts. I also listened to Dr. Zhang's courses and watching the case studies on COVID-19 treatment. If we never learn about Yuan Shildian methods, I think we will be in panic state like many others. In fact, apart from headache, slight coughing and loss of sense of smell, I did not have any other serious symptoms and signs when I infected with the coronavirus this time. By implementing the Yuan Shildian methods, I completely recovered after a week. During this period, my family members and friends had provided me with a lot of medication and treatment methods for COVID-19, but I still firmly believe in Yuan Shildian and I did not take any medication at all. Thus, it can be concluded that as long as one is having correct concepts and firm beliefs, implementing the proper Yuan Shildian methods in daily life to stimulate immunity and self-healing power, the body will inevitably self-heal and regain health. Viruses are everywhere. We can only try to avoid contributing factors detrimental to health and treating from the cause to improve the body constitution, strengthen the stamina, enhance the immunity and self-healing power, and to face the COVID-19 as well as all other diseases and illness with the correct attitude, and these are the proper ways to move towards the recovery path. Thanks to YSD participants for their experience sharing and hoping that the public will benefit from this case study.
要相信希望就在这里，阳光会再现。